Happy morning, children. Yes. So today I am going to start a new topic. Yes. So before going to our session, I want to ask you one question. Yes. Tanush, no, please tell
Yes,
me
ma'am.
what you are seeing around yourself. What you can find around yourself.
Ma'am, I can see fan, paper, table,
Very
and
good job. Very
scooty.
good job. Thank you, Tanush. Yes, Tanush is able to see fan, paper. Yes, good job. Now, Nakshatra, please tell me from where we get this paper and fan.
These all things are manufactured in industries, ma'am.
Very good, very good. Well done. So, very good. So today's our topic is industries. So, industries are the place where the raw material is converted or manufactured into a final good. For example, now your friend said paper, and how paper is made from, how the paper is made, you all know. Paper comes from bamboo. So, it undergoes so many process at industry, and final product is paper what we use. It is turned into the chips. The bamboo will be cut into the chips, and then pulp will be extracted. The pulp will be spread, and after the each and every process, final product is paper what is ready for our writing and reading. So why I am asking about surrounding things, because whatever the things we use in our daily life, almost all the things we depend on the things which are coming from the industries. As we already completed the topic of agriculture in the last session, today I am going to start the topic industries. So let us remind what we discussed. Recall what are the topic we discussed in the last class. Yes, about Indian economy we discussed. So based on the activities, Indian economy has been divided into three divisions, three parts. One is primary sector, the other is secondary sector, and the third is tertiary sector. Primary sector is also called as agriculture sector, children, which topic has been done. So the second thing is secondary sector. Secondary sector is also called as industrial sector, which we are going to deal. And the third sector is tertiary sector, which is called as service sector. Okay, ma, this is the basic information. Once again I am repeating. Yes, so today's topic is secondary sector. Secondary sector has been further divided into three parts. The secondary sector means industries. Indian industries are divided on three categories. What are the three categories? Based on the raw material, which raw material they will be used, and based on the size of the industry, and based on the ownership. Secondary sector has been divided on these three categories. So today we are going to discuss about the industries which are further divided based on the raw material. And you all know what is raw material, children? The material which is used to make a final good is called as raw material. Based on the raw material, again the industries are further divided into four types: agro-based industries, mineral-based industries, marine-based industries, and forest-based industries. Today I am going to discuss about the classification of industries. Classification of industries based on the type, based on the raw material. So these are the four subdivisions we are going to discuss today. And first of all, I want to tell you about these secondary industries. About the secondary industries means industrial sector. Yes, I want to show you the video. Please watch the video, children.
Primary occupations such as agriculture, fishing, animal husbandry and mining yield raw materials from natural resources. However, these raw materials cannot always be used in their crude form. These raw materials have to be processed to create new products and materials that can be used for other purposes. The occupations of people involved in the processing of raw materials material to produce new material are called secondary occupations. Industries involved in such processing need to be located at places where raw materials, labor, capital, energy and transport facilities are available easily. Since the raw materials require processing on a large scale to obtain maximum output in less time, machines are used extensively in these industries. Some of the important processing industries are iron and steel, textile and engineering industries. Iron and steel is the basic material in most modern equipment such as cars, in infrastructure and in machinery. So, manufacturing iron and steel is very important for a country's economic progress and prosperity. This industry also generates employment for a number of people involved in secondary occupations. The process of converting iron ore to steel requires a number of raw materials from iron ore, coal, limestone and manganese to water and power supply. Good transport facilities are also necessary since the raw materials are heavy and transportation is expensive. Due to this, iron and steel industries are found near coal and iron ore mines. For instance, in India, a number of iron and steel industries are found in West Bengal, Jharkhand and Orissa, where large reserves of iron ore and coal are found. The textile industry is also an important industry where cotton is processed into cloth. The industry involves spinning, dyeing, designing and sewing amongst other processes and provides employment to a lot of people. The location of this textile industry depends on the availability of cotton, which is the main raw material. The other important factor is climate, because humidity reduces the breakage of thread so that long strands can be obtained from cotton. In India, cotton textile industries are mainly located in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and in some parts of Gujarat. Processing of raw materials into more usable products such as industrial machineries, railway engines, electrical machinery and automobiles is done by engineering industries. The steel produced by iron and steel industries is used as raw material by these industries. Therefore, engineering industries are usually located close to industries producing raw material. In India, engineering industries are located at West Bengal, Bangalore, Mumbai, Ludhiana, Ranchi and Visakhapatnam.
Okay children, the video is clear now? Yes, fine. Now industries means what you came to understand. Industries are the places where the raw material is changed into a final product, final good, finished good. We will be using different terminologies. So you came to understand that sugar is made from sugar industry, and yes. Now I am going to conduct the quiz children. Shall I start the quiz? Yes. So before going to the quiz, I want to ask Hasmita, please make yourself unmute and tell me what is an industry. Hasmita.
Ma'am, which we can turn a raw material into a finished good.
Very good, excellent. Yes, industry is a place where the raw materials are converted into finished good. But here I want to give you the more information how these raw materials are turned. Directly will they turn? No, they need different things. What are the different things? Let me say. To convert a raw material into a finished good or final good, we need place. First thing is place. We need a place. Place is needed to establish the industry. And also we need what? We need place to establish. We need place to establish an industry first thing, and in the industry we need labor. We need labor. Labor means the people who work, who will change this raw material into finished good. And the next thing is we need technology. It's nothing but machinery. Humans can work. Well, they work fastly. Are they machines? No. The work will be done by using manpower slowly. So we take help of. In industry mostly we can see the number of machines and different type of machines to do different type of processing in the industries. And we need water. Water is very important thing which you have observed by watching the video also. Yes, water is used for cleaning and making this raw material into the finished good. So we need water for processing this. And the next thing is technology. Technology means both this machinery, and also we need the technicians who design, who make different designs to make a new product and to make the products in a good way. And also we need what? Final thing is transport. Transport is needed to make this all finished good into the market. Send this all finished good into the market. How can we send? We can carry one thing? No, we need transport. So wherever the good transportation is there, good raw material is there, wherever the raw material is available and water facility is abundant and the labor are cheap. Labor are cheap means the cost of labor is less. There these industries will be set up, because the capital means the amount which is needed to start the business. Who is the capitalist? The person who invests. Why he is doing business, children? To get profits. So the capitalist will think of these all factors which are needed to establish an industry. These all will decide. Okay, children? Yes, I hope I am clear. Now I am going to conduct a quiz. Fine. So please answer. Whose turn comes, they should answer in the quiz. Fine. First question is, yes, where are iron and steel industries located? Let me start, go to the quiz. Yes, which type of pollution would be caused by a thermal power plant? Now this answer will be given by Nakshatra K. What is the correct answer, ma? Soil, air, water, noise.
Water, ma'am.
Let me check whether you are correct or not. Wrong. So let us see what is the correct answer. Air. Air pollution. Which type of water is used? Water is used for cleaning, thermal. Yes. So which is getting polluted here? Air is getting polluted. Yes. Now the second question. How does the humid climate of Mumbai help the cotton industries established there? Because of what? Hasmita, make yourself unmute and try this answer, ma'am.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Which option? Hasmita. Try, man. Just it is to check your abilities. Right now I am teaching, I can expect But try. Whatever you feel correct, tell me. To know the right answer, it will help you. Hasmita, what happened?
Ma'am, option D, ma'am.
Option D. Cotton do not perish quickly. Because of that only. No. Let us try which is the correct answer. Long threads can be obtained from the cotton because of the climatic condition there. It won't. Yes. Now coming to the third question. How does secondary occupations help in economic development of the country? It uses raw material, it provides employment, it processes raw material, it produces goods from raw material. How the country economy is developed? Now Tanush will answer to this question.
Ma'am, it provides employment, ma'am.
Let me check. Yes, you are correct. Fine, good. Now the next question. Which one of the following factor does not influence the location of an industry? Jansi, make yourself unmute and answer to this question now. Hasmita, try this answer, ma.
Ma'am, capital, ma'am.
Capital, government policies, infrastructure. Capital does not influence. Let me check. I don't want to give you the straight. So what is the correct answer?
Ma'am,
Infrastructure of the industry. What does secondary occupation deal with? Nakshatra?
Yes, ma'am.
What does secondary occupation deal with? Hunting of natural resources, banking, processing.
Processing of raw materials.
Let me check your answer. Very good. Your answer is correct. Fine. Now coming to the last but not least question. Dash are required in order to obtain maximum production in the minimum amount of time. Kritika, who will answer to this question? Hasmita. Hasmita turn is completed, no? Tanush?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, machines, ma'am.
Let me check whether your answer is correct or not. Very good. Excellent, children. Excellent participation. Good. I hope the topic is clear. Yes. Yes, right now the topic is not completed, but well tried. Almost all the right answers you have given. Good. And the answers which you are not answered also, don't worry, you learn what is the correct answer. Yes, ma'am? Fine. Now, I am going to show a small PPT. Small, yes, on the industries. So, let us see this picture mode of industries. Yes, industries means you came to understand that industries are the places where the raw material is converted into finished good. Yes. Yes. The second thing is classification of industries. So today our topic is classification of industries. Indian industries are divided into three categories. First one is based on the raw material, based on its size and based on its ownership. Next, based on the raw material. Based on the raw material, again the industries are divided into four categories, children. One is agro based, the next one is mineral based, the next one is marine based, and the next is forest based. Now coming to the agro based industries. Agro means agriculture, children. So the industries which are running based on the raw material which is coming from the agriculture is called as agro based industries. Example, wheat. We are getting wheat, no? Wheat from agriculture only. Wheat is processed into what, children? Making into atta, spices, rice, sugarcane, tea, cotton. These all are the examples of agro based industries. Next, mineral based industries, very important industries and which become basic material for many other industries. Iron and steel. Just now you have watched in the video about iron and steel. Iron and steel are the raw material for many industries because machinery which is used in all industries are made from iron and steel. In the minerals again we have two types, children, metals and non-metals. Metals and non-metals. So you can see here some metals: brass, aluminium, cast iron, bronze, steel, copper. These all are the examples of some metals. And coal is a mineral which is non-metal. Okay. So these industries which run from the minerals, we call them as mineral based industries. The raw material will be from these minerals, whether it is a metal or non-metal. Now the next thing is marine based industries. Means from, see, whatever we are getting from the sea, the seafood, and also the things which we are getting from the water bodies are called as marine based industries. Marine based industries. Now next coming is forest based industries. Forest means large tracts of land which is covered by the tree. So many things we will be getting from forest. Yes or no, children? Yeah. So first one, can you see, children, what is this picture? Yes, this is rubber, milk. This milk is collected from the tree and it is made into the rubber using for making tubes, tires, whatever the erasers you are using. Everything is coming from these. And you can see this jute bags, eco-friendly. And you can see these all are the things which are coming from the forest only. Paper, making of paper from pulp of bamboo. So this is bamboo we are getting from forest only. These are the some examples of forest based industries. Forest based industries means the industries which get raw material from the forest is called as forest based industries. Next, finally we concluded. Thank you for watching this small presentation, children. I hope the presentation is clear. Yes. So, once again let me remind the session what we discussed. We discussed about the secondary sector. Secondary sector is called as industrial sector. Industrial sector is divided based on the raw material, size and the type of ownership. And again we discussed about the raw material. Based on the raw material also, industries are divided into 4 categories. First one is agro based industries, second one is mineral based industries, third one is marine based industries, and the fourth one is forest based industries. Now Tanush, tell me what is meant by forest based industries?
Ma'am, forest-based industries means which utilize means the products which we get from forest. They will use to make the finished goods, ma'am.
Yes. Can you give me one example?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. They will use the pulp from bamboo to make paper, ma'am, and they will use several plants to make medicines, ma'am. And they will use wood to make furniture.
Very good. So the topic is clear. Good. Now Hasmita, please make yourself unmute. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Tell me one example for agro-based industry, ma'am.
Ma'am, rice, ma'am.
Rice, very good example, which we are consuming every day in our diet. Good example. So I want the definition of agro-based industry. Which industries we call as agro-based industries? Just now I said.
The industries which depends upon agriculture.
Very good, good. Well tried. So to test, just one activity is there, children, to test your knowledge. I am posting a link in the chat box. Please try this, do this, try to answer this, okay? Fine. I am posting a link. Start. Now your time starts, only 5 minutes I am giving you. Yes. Try to open this Google form and start answering. I will be checking your responses. How many are answering correct? Good. Good going on. Yes, started doing. Good. Yes, children, very good. Everybody has answered correctly. You have got 5 by 5 marks. Yes, everybody are showing a lot of interest. Very good. So I hope the topic whatever we discussed is clear. Now I want to go with the textbook reading one. So please everybody concentrate on your textbook. Yes, now yes, page number 48. Yes, now I'm Tanush, please make yourself unmute and start reading the textbook part now.
Yes, ma'am. Chapter 5 Industries. Have you ever given a thought to the fact that the notebook you use for writing has come to you after a long process of manufacturing? It started its life as part of a tree, was cut down and transported to the pulp mill. There the wood of the tree was processed and converted into wood pulp. The wood pulp was mixed with chemicals and finally changed into paper by machines. This paper found its way to the press where ink made from chemicals was used to print the lines on the pages. The pages were then bound in the form of a notebook, packed and sent to the market for sale. Finally, it reached your hands.
Very good, Tanush, very good. Fine, children. So, did I discuss each and every point? Yes or no, Tanush?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we discussed about the paper example, no? So, from a
Yes.
tree, how the paper is in your hand, how many stages it has crossed. Now, it's clear for all. So, one thing I want to say, never ever waste the papers, because to make the paper, we have to cut the tree. So, preserve the nature by producing. We can't produce directly paper, but reusing a paper, we are indirectly producing the paper. Now, please continue, Tanush.
Yes, ma'am. Secondary activities or manufacturing change raw materials into products of more value to people. As you have seen, pulp was changed into paper and paper into a notebook. These represent the two stages of the manufacturing process. The paper made from pulp and cloth made from cotton have had value added to them at each stage of the manufacturing process. In this way, the finished product has more value and utility than the raw material that it is made from.
Very good. Stop here. So, what here we are discussing that secondary activities are manufacturing units where the raw material is converted into a finished or final good. So, what it is adding after the production utility, which we can't directly, can we wear cotton balls? No. But after making a cotton cloth, we can use it directly. So, what it is making during the manufacturing or processing, these converting raw material into the finished good, it is adding value. Value is added to the final good during the manufacturing process. Now coming to the industries. Continue.
Industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals, or the provision of services. Thus we have iron and steel industry, production of goods, coal mining industry, extraction of coal, and tourism industry, service provider.
Very good. So, yes, fine. So, what we discussed, industries plays an important role in the economic activity. How? By producing different goods and services and extracting the minerals from the mines and also provision of services. Service sector is totally depend on these industries and agriculture. Thus, we have many industries. Few examples we watched in video also know. Iron and steel industry, which is called as basic industry. Why I am calling it as basic industry? Because the iron and steel is used for making machinery, which is needed for almost all the industries. So, these are some examples of industries. Very good, Tanush. Well done. Yes, now, Jansi, please make yourself unmute and read. Classification of industries, dear.
Yes, ma'am. The classification of industries. Industries can be classified on the basis of raw materials, size, and ownership. Raw materials. Industries may be agro-based, mineral-based, marine-based, and foreign-based, depending on the type of raw materials they use. Agro-based industries use plant and animal based products as their raw materials. Food processing, vegetable oil, cotton textile, dairy products, and leather industries are examples of agro based industries. Mineral based industries are primary industries that use mineral ores as their raw materials. The products of these industries feed other industries. Iron made from iron ore is the product of mineral based industry. This is used as raw material for the manufacture of a number of other products such as heavy machinery, building materials, and raw and railway coaches. Marine based industries use products from the sea and oceans as raw materials. Industries processing seafood are or manufacturing fish oil are some examples. Forest based industries utilize forest produced as raw materials. The industries associated with forests are pulp and paper, pharmaceuticals, furniture, and buildings.
Very good, Jansi. Yes,
Thank
fine.
you.
So till this topic we discussed. Did I explain about this raw material division, children? Agro-based industries, mineral-based and marine-based. Yes, we discussed about each and every industry. Agro-based industries are getting raw material from where ma? Agriculture. Example, vegetable oil, cotton textiles, dairy products will come under agro-based. And mineral-based here both metals and non-metals, especially iron. Iron is becoming the basic industry. Yes, we discussed just now. No, it is a mineral-based industry. Marine-based industries examples are like seafoods and fish oil are some examples. Forest-based industries, the raw material which we are getting from the forest come under the forest-based industries. I hope I am clear, children. The topic, the subtopic, whatever we discussed in today's session, I hope it is clear to you all. Yes? Here one activity is there, children. Once you see, give some examples of agro-based industries. Just now I asked one of your friend, Hasmita. She answered no. What comes under agro-based industry? Sugar, cotton. She gave about rice. Yes? So, I want to wind up the session. Before winding the session, I want to recall the topics whatever we discussed in today's class. Let me rewind for 2 minutes, children. We discussed about Indian economy. Indian economy based on the activities divided into 3 categories. One is, what is first one? Yes, primary, and the second one is secondary, and the third one is, let us see this. The Indian economy divided on activities. First one is primary sector, which is called as agriculture sector. Second one is secondary sector, which is called as industrial sector. Third one is tertiary sector, which is called as service sector. And today's our topic we discussed is about secondary sector, industrial sector. Industrial sector, based on these 3 categories, they are further divided depending on the raw material the industry uses, depending on the size of the industry, and depending on the ownership of industry, they are further divided. So today we discussed only about based on raw material. Based on raw material, again the industries are divided into 4 types. One is agro-based industry, next is mineral-based industry, next is marine-based industry, and the next is forest-based industries. This is our today's subtopic. I hope I am clear. Now I am going to make you unmute and I am going to ask few questions. Okay. Now Nakshatra, please tell me. Nakshatra.
Yes, ma'am.
Give me one example of marine-based industry.
Marine-based industries means they will use metals, ma'am.
Only metals?
Minerals. Minerals, ma'am.
Marine, I am asking. Marine-based industries. Marine.
They will be in water, ma'am.
That's what you are totally confused. Okay. So marine-based industries are the industries which get raw material from water bodies, like extracting of fish oil. Yes, whatever we are getting from water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Once again you have to read the textbook, dear, so the topic will be clear. Okay, fine. Now, Hasmita, please tell me one of the example for,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, one of the example for mineral based industry.
Mineral based industry.
Why this
Ma'am.
much time you are thinking?
Ma'am, iron and steel industry.
Very good,
sir.
very good. Iron and steel industry. Iron and steel industry, which is the basic industry for industrial sector. Very good. So we learnt about these and this industrial sector, how it is helping the Indian economy by creating employment. Many people are working in these industries and earning their livelihood. So, okay children, I am going to wind up the session as we completed the textbook reading also. But make sure that you will read the textbook after the class so that the concept will be clear in your brain. It will see. Fine children, take care. Bye. I am going to wind up the session. Bye children, take care.